Doctor Who The Space Museum, the 15th story of the first Doctor, is written by Glyn Jones and starring William Hartnell, William Russell, Jacqueline Hill and Maureen O'Brien. So yeah, we got a bit of a story arc with 2 stories about the Daleks creating Time Machine, which is amazing. In episode 1, The Space Museum, the Doctor and his companions sort of freeze, which is the ending from the Crusade, and the TARDIS lands near the Space Museum in the planet Xeros. The Doctor and his companions are ended back in their old clothes, the ones they typically wear. So Vicky went off to get a glass of water. As she drops it, the glass fixed itself with water pouring back inside and went back inside Vicky's hand, which is bizarre. So she went to tell the Doctor, Ian and Barbara, which surprised them. So then they went outside to look around. They noticed that they're not leaving any footprints. Scary.
Then why aren't we leaving any footprints?
So they go inside the museum and Vicky's sneeze reveals that both races, Morlocks and Xerons, can't hear them or even see them either. So they had a look at the stuff in the museum, including a Dalek, where Vicky somehow thinks that Dalek looks friendly.
Well, this one looks quite friendly. Friendly?
You wouldn't say that, young lady, if ever we meet them again.
Vicky noticed as she touches an object, her arm goes through it. As they found the TARDIS, the Doctor managed to walk through it like it's hologram, which is crazy. So then they discovered themselves in a glass case and thinking that's their possible future. So we get a scary moment. The Morlocks have discovered the TARDIS outside, the footprints appeared on the ground, the Doctor and his companions in the glass case disappeared. Basically, the Doctor and his companions have arrived in the museum. That music made it so scary. So in episode 2, The Dimensions of Time, a Morlock tells Governor Lobos that there's intruders in the museum. So Ian picks a machine gun up from the glass case, and I love the bit where he's pretending to shoot and making the gun noise from his mouth.
Hey, I wonder if it works, eh?
Chesterton, this is no time.
That was pretty funny. Durr! While the Doctor and his companions are figuring their way out of the Xerons, we're planning to capture them so they can talk to them. So the Doctor gets taken away by them as he's lying on the floor with 3 Xerons, 2 of them left, and one of them, who's called Darko, stayed. After Ian, Barbara and Vicky figure out that the Doctor has been captured, the 2 Xerons, Tor and Sita, went back in the room and find Darko tied up on the ground. So they walked out, and I find it amusing when the Doctor was inside the Dalek. I always love William Hartnell's laugh.
I am the master.
So then he gets captured by Morlocks, so Ian decides to use strings of Barbara's cardigan for the trail so they don't go around in circles again. And I love the scene where the Doctor gets questioned by Lobos, where the Doctor is toying up with the monitor with his mind, where he's thinking a walrus has his friends.
What are these creatures? Just some old friends of mine.
That really crackled me up. Barbara, Ian and Vicky finds out that Morlocks have got the TARDIS, and the Doctor gets taken to preparation room to turn him into an exhibit.
Take him to the preparation room.
Ooh, pretty intense. Morlocks are humanoids from Morlock Empire and invaded Xeros, killing a lot of Xerons, leaving children alive, and set up a space museum. Xerons are a peaceful humanoids from Xeros. Unfortunately for them, they get enslaved by Morlocks. Plus I think Xerons are a very likeable race. It would be nice if the Doctor returns to that planet on screen and meets the Xerons again. Again, I love those 4 TARDIS team. Apparently the Doctor isn't in part 3 except a clip from part 2 because William Hartnell was on holiday, which we can't blame him for needing a holiday. Michael Craze, who played Ben Jackson, his younger brother Peter Craze played Darko, also played DuPont in the War Games, and Costa in Nightmare of Eden. No. That's the Costa I'm talking about. Jeremy Bullock played Tor, later played Hal in The Time Warrior. Ivor Slater played Morlock Commander, later played Odysseus in The Mythmakers. Then Sergeant Markham in Black Orchard. And I think casts did an amazing job with their role. The writer of this story, Glyn Jones, apparently is the only one who wrote a story and played a character in the classic series, as he played Kranz in the Centauran Experiment. I love the music in this, it's well done, it makes it more scary, and it's done by stock music, which is cool. The sets and effects are well done for a low budget series, it's absolutely timeless. So episode 3, The Search. After the Doctor gets taken to preparation room, 4 Zerons were looking at the TARDIS, but Morag told them to leave it alone. So Morag found Ian, Barbara and Vicky, so Vicky had to give them a gun. After they have a conversation, Ian went towards him because Morag has to take them to Governor, not killing them. As Ian is wrestling with a Morag and there's more of them coming, Barbara and Vicky makes a run for it. Ian gets taken away, but we get a cool fight scene with Ian and 2 Morags. William Russell did it so well. While Barbara is hiding in some kind of a cupboard, Vicky gets captured by Zerons, and they explain to her what happened to Sadako went to find Barbara. After he does that and explains to her there was gas in the room. As Vicky discusses with 2 Zerons while having a coffee about getting the guns, Ian managed to get hold of a Morag and took the gun off him and ordered him to get to the Doctor. Meanwhile, as the machine requires an honest answer to get the guns, Vicky manages to wire the machine. It asked for a name, so she said Vicky, and asked for what the guns are for, and she said Revolution. So the door opens and Zerons are happy to get the guns ready for battle. So Ian brought a guard into Governor's office, so he held Lobos at gunpoint to get him into the preparation room, and he finds the Doctor in there.
Doctor!
Episode 4, The Final Phase. Ian gets Lobos to stop the machine and got the Doctor out as he was unsure if he changed the future. So then there's 3 Morags sneaking behind and one of them knocked Ian out. Meanwhile, Barbara and Darko were getting through the gassy room. So Barbara and Darko reunite with Vicky and Sita talking about the revolution and hoping they will find the Doctor and Ian. Morags came and shot Sita and knocked Darko out, which I wasn't expecting that. So the TARDIS team were imprisoned in preparation room. Ian smashed a machine with his foot and they're discussing about their future. So after the great battle, Zerons have won and dismantled the museum. The TARDIS team are back at the TARDIS. The Doctor took a space-time visualizer as a souvenir into the TARDIS, so they said goodbye and TARDIS dematerialized. We get an incredible ending where on Skaro, the Daleks have detected that the TARDIS has left Zeros and they're planning to have their own time machine, so they get to exterminate them.
Our time machine will soon follow them. They will be exterminated. Exterminated.
This is pretty intense. So yeah, I really love this story, absolutely classic. It's really ahead of its time. What do you think of this story? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.